Today we are finishing up the downpipe, and look at those. Look at those. I did that. And I had a lot of instruction from Steve, so thank you. But we are going to be going over the wide bung, and what we got to do is put it roughly 8 to 12 inches back from the turbo. From the turbo, this is at like 9 inches, so the turbo housing would be like where my nose is, and this is like 8 or 9 inches. It's really the only place that we can kind of do it. So it's going to sit at the 90-degree bend right there, pointing like up, and then the harness is right there. Well, no, the harness is right there, but the actual sensor is right there. So what we have to do is, obviously, you take your O2 bung that is provided with the sensor, or sometimes you have to buy them. I bought like 4 of them from Injuku Racing for 90 cents each. I don't know why I bought 4, but I did. And then you have to make a little circle with a Sharpie, which I will demonstrate now. So take the O2 bung, put a Sharpie in the middle, and then that's how big your hole needs to be. And then we will center punch that, and I'll show you how to drill it. And this is just to hold it here, but what we have to do is center punch this, but you're going to take one of these doohickeys, it's like $5 at Lowe's or Harbor Freight, and put the O2 bung in it, and then wherever it sits level is where you want to put your tape. And it's got little indicators on here, so we're going to do that. And now all we have to do is center punch that, which say this. I'm going to have to hold this. So now we got a little guide hole right there that the drill bit will catch into. And once we get a drill bit started, then we can use this thing to hollow it out. So I have to do that now. I don't know how much of that I'll actually fast forward and how much you'll be able to hear me. But essentially what I did is I just repeatedly kept checking to make sure that the hole cleared this, because this is where obviously the sensor has to go down and through. Make sure you're wearing eye protection because the shavings go everywhere, and my arm is like red now because I was getting stabbed. So definitely don't want that to be your eyeballs. But if you look, there's a hole. The beveled side is actually to go against this, so you don't have a giant gap to weld it. But perfect hole. And now we just have to weld that on, and we can screw in our wideband. We've got the wideband bung welded on. Camera will not focus, I apologize. Ow, that's hot. But she's on. Look how good that is, and look how good that is. I don't know why this camera will not focus. But anyways, it's on, so. Boop, boop. Alright, and obviously car is, I mean, it's never done, but it's done. Still kind of a little messy, like boost solenoid zip tied, but whatever. Like, again, car just works. I don't care that it's not a show car. It's not wire tucked anything. There's downpipes installed, right? And it is a V-bound. Get the funk. It's amazing. Get the funk. Wideband's there, routed through there, and then it's just quite literally just a straight 90 down. You can also see the wastegates right there, and yeah, it's just mounted there. You can see my bellow pipe is right there, and then it's just attached to the current cap back. Yeah, super easy, but you can do it yourself. If I can do it, you can do it. Try it, learn something, and go from there. Thanks for watching.